Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Zach and Tony Show, which is called
Chooch Chat.
Yeah, it's our little nickname for it. The Zach and Tony Podcast. I'm Tony G. Michael. As always, I'm here with my partner in crime, Zach the motherfucker Finch.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
What a nickname.
Wearing his new KC hat, because the guy loves being fans of Midwestern troglodytes.
Notably the ugliest fan base, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Kansas City.
You pointed it out many times on TV. You're just looking at guys with no chins.
They're never going to give up that title, especially since St. Louis moved.
Oh, yeah.
To LA.
Oh, LA's about to... Oh,
LA's the prettiest.
God, the Rams are about to get way more pretty.
Not any better, but a lot prettier.
A lot prettier, yeah. Today our guest is our very good friend, Howard Harvey. Howard, how you doing?
How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. The reason that he is our guest was, one, if you didn't know, Zach got cast in The Reprisal.
Yeah.
The new production, a good show. It's going to be a kind of a big show. Bleacher Bums.
Yeah, we can talk a lot about that, too. In fact, we can talk about that first and then get into some heavy
yes,
stuff.
we'll talk about that first.
Yeah.
And the second, and so we didn't have
any show last week.
We didn't have any show last week because of Zach getting cast in this, which is totally fine.
So they went to the bottom of the barrel and got me.
Well, it's special. It's a very good reason why you're going to be on, but we'll get into that later.
We don't want to bring everyone down right at the top.
Right at the beginning.
Keep it light, and then we'll get depressing later.
Then bring down the 9-pound hammer on top of their skulls. But let's talk about the happy thing first.
Yeah, Bleacher Bums. I've been rehearsing every day, as Howard knows, and Tony as well, because I've been MIA. Well, Howard has been my coworker.
Definitely.
And so I've been at the office, and then I've had to go to rehearsal every day immediately from work, basically.
He's been putting in that work.
Yeah.
And we have to give it to him.
But basically, they were like, hey, you're cast. By the way, you got 3 weeks. Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
So we open a week from yesterday.
That's your opening preview, right?
As the first preview of the show, and then it runs through the end of November. But Bleacher Bums... first, I just want to point out that was a production that Tony and I did together in college.
That's right.
And it came full circle.
Yeah,
starring, I believe I was. If there was a star in this show, I believe it would have been me.
Yeah, technically, I think you were probably the main character.
I had a sweet stash. I had the good guy vibes.
So what
the
you're
dress
saying,
shirt.
the stash you have now isn't sweet?
No,
because it's even though 100%, it's definitely not sweet because I don't grow a lot of thick facial hair, but it's also a goatee. But if I trimmed away everything else and it was just this ugly piece of fluff on the top of my lip,
just horrible.
I would call that sweet.
As a pedophile,
I would agree.
I'm here, little children.
But how is the cast? I mean, what was this fucking process like where you're fucking just thrown into a room, you got 3 weeks. Oh, and it's the space that used to be Profile Theater. So the brand new company, once Profile Theater got kicked the fuck out, as they should have been,
which was one of our current events, I believe, several weeks ago.
Yeah. This other brand new theater company came in, and this is the first show that they're putting on. But what's it been like, just getting jam-packed in a fucking room with these people?
It's been hot and dirty, man. It has. It's been been dirty south over there, up here in the north. So right off the bat,
it's the stupidest metaphor.
Yeah. That was the worst. Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
So there is no video of this, of course, but Zach just stood up and
that wasn't someo's mouth.
That wasn't a mouth. He actually stood up.
Indeed, an ass fart.
But why do I choose to fart where my mouth goes? Is the question.
Yeah, because
you dirty.
Probably because you're
I've been casting
pretty
Bleacher
stupid.
Bums.
It's just I've wondered that much. Oh, I'm getting the smell now. It's coming right over.
Good thing I'm not in that seat.
Yeah. Tony's not in his usual seat.
I did offer to move.
You did.
Remember that?
You did offer to take this.
He gave you fair warning.
I knew it was coming.
But
All right.
Go ahead. Continue.
Sorry.
If you can. God almighty.
So right off the bat, it's a quick audition process. I do a monologue one day. 2 days later, I'm in this callback. At the end of the callback, I'm sitting in there for like a couple hours. I hardly read.
The perfect guy for the job.
Right. I mean, I hardly know how to read.
Yeah.
Know how to read, huh?
Oh, yes.
We're learning a lot about Zach.
Yes.
And then at the end of this callback, there's about 7 people, which is about the size of the cast, just left, and we're all sitting there thinking, all right, he's gonna have us read one more section. And Nick, the director, he tells us all that we're the cast and tells us all our parts. I'd never been fucking cast that way, you know.
Really?
Yeah. It's always on a list, or you get an email or a phone call or something.
Fucking love that, dude.
Oh, I was like, fuck yeah, fine, let's get going.
As long as you're the one that's cast, you're like, fuck yeah, that's what it is.
Exactly.
And then you look around and see it's the rest of the cast also.
Exactly.
The rest of the people that audition would be like,
you're like, oh,
sorry.
yeah. The rest of the auditioners are still in the room. That would be terrible.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
So then the next day we do a fucking reading. We do a table read. And then we're off from there. The cast is interesting. There's an old black gentleman, Tony, in your role.
Yeah.
Who's really good. His name is Colin.
That's good. That's good because, you know, that's a huge cast with roles that should be diverse. I mean, it was very not diverse
in FECU.
Well, even in the
original. Yeah.
Just a bunch of Italian and Polish guys.
Right, exactly.
Which is what it was here at that point.
Right.
So.
True. But now, you know, Chicago is a diverse city, albeit segregated. It's still diverse.
Correct.
So there's that. The cast, it's a great cast, first of all. I've got nearly nothing but good things to say about the cast.
I was going to ask, okay, time out, and also go fuck yourself for trying to get over this hump here. If you can answer this question, fine. If you can't answer the question, that's not fine. Any douchebags?
No douchebags.
I would douchebags to shitty actors.
Any
shitty actors.
Any untalented people in this play.
Shitty.
No one.
Let's be clear. By untalented, we mean shitty.
Totally shitty. All right. No, the closest thing to a douchebag would be the director, Nick, who. I mean, he's not a total douchebag, but he just can get there. Nick,
if you're listening right now, he doesn't mean you.
Not Nick Finch. Nick Finch is full douchebag. He knows it.
Zach's brother is 100% douchebag.
Yeah. But he, Nick Radcliffe, I think is his name, is well aware also. I can tell. I think Joe Carlson, Tony, but less mellow.
Oh my god!
And kind of just like he's a grad student director. I mean, he's got his MFA and for
Joe Carlson, but less mellow. So does he carry around a loaded gun with him everywhere he goes?
Basically, doesn't smoke pot.
Okay.
So like Joe Carlson without the pot.
So Nick Aliff.
Yeah, I would say actually that's a Joe Carlson mixed with Nick Aliff, but not as like muscular and fit. Really.
Okay, how big's his dick? Let's get down to the meat of this.
We know you saw it.
Slightly above average. I mean, you gotta at least see it if you want to get into the show, right?
That's right. That's I've never been casting either way.
You
read a monologue and then you drop trow and then you present yourself.
Look at it, touch it, blow it, depending on the level of pay you expect to get.
This is why I've never been cast.
Exactly.
Yeah, tell you what. That's why I quit acting.
To me.
It's lesson 1 at VCU. If you didn't, anyone interested in going to any sort of performing arts school,
understand
that right
learn
off the
how
bat.
to blow.
Anyways,
and then it plays a role, and it plays. So here's a comparison between our shows. Our Bleacher Bums at VCU, Howard, is notably known as one of the like craziest, manic, ridiculous production processes.
I almost got in a fight with the director.
Yeah, who was Brian? You know Brian.
Brian Gartland?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Fun stuff.
And it was it turned out pretty good because of little things that we had to do, little adjustments that we had to make.
Because we're fucking awesome.
That's
why it turned out.
And then we had a good cast as well on top of that. So that think of that production as Brian Gartland, the director. That production was essentially directed by, say, a Bat Boy.
Yes.
This production is essentially being directed by like an NFL coach. Like that's essentially the difference.
A different sport and a professional.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
So this guy's just got every little fucking thing in his mind, like every little, almost he has some people like turn their head on a particular word type of thing.
Jesus, that's almost too much.
It
Doesn't
can
that
be.
remove the creativity from the actor?
There's
He's
that.
telling you how to move.
Now that has been a sort, but not so much with me. He kind of lets me do my thing because I'm pretty fucking good at what I do.
Yeah.
But like there are some people in the room that are really getting frustrated with it.
The shitty actors.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this brings me to the shitty actors.
Untalented equals shit. Just so you know, shitty means untalented, and vice versa. So as me and Howard continue to correct Zach,
Yes.
on what he means. Just know that shitty also means untalented. Untalented means shitty. Continue,
Right.
Zach.
So-
Correct.
So not that these people are untalented.
Shitty.
Thank you, Howard.
Correct.
It's just here are a couple of other interesting casting choices as I move into this little tidbit. One, Herb Zagowski, the role that I played at VCU. The fat loudmouth.
I can't believe you're not that guy this time.
Well, he's older. He's supposed to be the old man, basically.
But fat loudmouth kind of fits the
You're
bill.
playing.
Yeah.
You're playing my part or Rob's part.
I'm playing Rob's part. The
it's fucking
douchebag.
great, bro.
Yeah, it's a good role.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. But Herb is being played by a woman, an older woman.
What? No, I'm kidding.
And so they're in this old lesbian relationship, her and Rose, which was Ryan Asher. In our
Pretty
production.
postmodern.
Yeah, there wasn't. Oh, there was a relationship.
There weren't any lesbians in the 90s.
No, it's probably more in the 90s. Yeah. Well, was there a relationship?
Ryan Asher and I were married.
You guys were married?
Yeah, she came out towards the end and basically ruined my good time.
I guess that's right.
And then we made up eventually.
Yeah.
I'm giving away the plot here.
By good time, were you jerking off?
No, not
Ruined
yet.
your jerking off time.
This isn't Italy, which I would kind of like to discuss later. I heard this on Conan.
My ex-wife was in this play also, wearing a bikini the entire time.
Bikini the whole time.
Wow.
In fact, I told my folks that I was in this again. My dad said, "Isn't that the show where I met Tony's wife?" And I was like, "Yes, Dad. Yes, you met her then."
Yeah,
And
fuck you, Mr. Finch.
And he stared at her naked.
Basically,
on the stage.
yeah, he was like, that was
The only part he remembers.
Yeah, he was
is
like
staring at the bikini.
He was like that was the most. He said that was the
Best
most
acting
memorable.
ever.
That was the most memorable part of that show. And I was like, Dad, that was probably the most memorable part to you of any play
of any
you've ever
play
seen.
ever. Until he sees the rehearsal process of Zach dropping chow and presenting himself
To the director.
to the director.
Then he's like, oh man, what did I raise?
That's my son's monster cock.
Oh, man.
All right, anyways.
And then
continue.
finally, one last thing about the cast is I think we're the first production to ever cast a blind man in the role of the blind man. Wow. Greg.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a guy
We
named
had Mike
Israel.
Hamilton, which was hilarious. Somebody who might have done the worst job of being blind I've ever seen in my entire life. There were moments where he was Mike Hamilton, one of the most talented actor friends that we have.
Yeah.
There were moments where because we're all just best friends hanging out pretty much in this show, where he would just be turned around looking dead at somebody and smiling when watching the play.
Right, watching the play go on.
And I'd look at him and I'd be like, man, well, you're fucking blind, bro.
man.
You're supposed to be blind.
Just stare straight ahead. That's all you have to do. Yeah.
Just stare nowhere.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so all that's pretty great. Now, we haven't even started this, so I can't be too harsh on anybody, and I wouldn't be because everybody's doing a good job. But you could tell that people are getting frustrated. You can also tell that people are a little less seasoned than others. But
shittier than others.
Thank you, Howard. Thank you for the translation. So, the woman playing the old man who I played in college really struggled, I think, at least with the book in her hand, with the script in her hand, struggled to kind of find what the director was looking for in the old blowhard type of fucking really loudmouth douchebag dude. Mm-hmm. You know, it's probably, it's hard for a lot of people to find that. I think find that anyways. And if you're a lady, it's not so much a feminine quality. Don't get me wrong. I think females can get that way for sure.
I've seen a lot of very masculine women that can just tear somebody asunder.
Totally.
And it's just as heartbreaking when a man does it. It's pretty.
Right. Yeah. It's just like.
So maybe they cast the wrong woman.
I mean, I wasn't there through the whole.
Don't want to get you in trouble.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, but
he's already said full names. I think we're past that point.
Okay. Did he say full names?
Not of this lady.
Okay.
But I've said the character name, so you'll be able to figure it out by next week.
When you go see the show.
Yeah, when you go see the show.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd be in trouble anyways because as of yesterday, she's come along. I think we got the scripts out of her hand. She fucking like a light switch.
She's
I was
a
like,
stud
oh shit,
now.
yeah, exactly.
Rehearsal. That's why nobody.
Exactly.
That's why nobody should be allowed in the rehearsal process, but the people working on the show.
Exactly.
Because the worst person can be the fucking stud.
As soon as an audience is in front of you,
and they're like that
boom.
was the, and then you're like, where the fuck did this come from?
Right.
It's it's because it's just. Some people need that.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
And then the other one that I would say who's a little less seasoned, I think.
Shittier.
Is
untalented. Continue.
Is the guy who plays Greg, who's the blind character. And he's basically, I mean, his actual personality is actually quite hilarious. He's very cynical. He went blind at 14 overnight.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
With nothing really happened to him. Yeah. So he's actually quite cynical, and Greg, the character, is very like light and happy-go-lucky, and like just happy to be at the ball game and great to be there. And he's actually doing a bang-up job with that sensibility.
I was gonna ask if that peeks through in his acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cynicism does not. Which is
peek through.
That is.
It
sad
sure
and
does.
Awesome. It is sad and awesome. But how old is he?
I don't know, but he runs triathlons and
Good
he's
for
pretty
him.
He's a pretty inspiring type of guy. Yeah,
how would you do that?
Yeah. So I saw pictures of him. He's got like a tether to another guy who's running with him, and then he did like a swim. He swam as well and did like a tandem bike. Was the event?
You're tied to some other person.
No, because you can't drag the fucking guy. I mean,
you get tired. Use their momentum to pull you.
Yeah. Oh.
Let me on your back.
The tether demands it.
But like I said, as of yesterday, everything's going along really great. I think there's going to be a lot of publicity as long as the Cubs
don't
keep winning.
Fuck up.
Yeah, don't fuck it up. There's going to be a lot of publicity anyways.
This will be a successful show if the Cubs go deep into the playoffs.
Right, exactly.
If the Cubs go deep into the playoffs, this will be the biggest show in the city, in my mind.
Possibly,
I cannot see it not being that way.
Now,
it'll be a little fucking goofy. And like a little rah. Like
it doesn't have
it's the Chicago show.
Yeah. It doesn't have a lot to say,
right?
But
the Cubs are winning. Yeah. You're gonna get fucking tourists in there. You're gonna need to get a bigger space.
Yeah, people are gonna get real nostalgic for it. It's gonna be fun. ABC 7's coming in, I think, on Monday to like interview people.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Yeah.
But be honest though, do you really think the Cubs are gonna make it?
This year more than any. Year more than any, in my mind. The way I've been watching them, and they have pitching. That's what they have.
Yeah.
You need pitching to go, as you know, we all know.
Yeah.
You need pitching to go deep into the playoffs, and they have it. I mean, just yesterday, that was that fucking kid. He almost hit a no-hitter. He took a no-hitter into the ninth. No, not Arrieta. The other one. He's got the lowest ERA in the MLB. He's got a 1.9 or is it 2.3?
I don't know.
God, fucking good. It's a earned run average. So his average throughout the year was 2.3 runs a game.
A game? That's awful.
That's great.
2.3?
2.3 is amazing.
Oh, yeah, home runs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, regular
Well,
runs.
no, regular runs.
run.
Any
Regular
run.
any
Yeah.
run. So that's amazing. It's amazing. Like the average is in the 4s and
How do
5s,
people-
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Even higher for
Yeah.
middle relievers.
Yeah,
Or maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
baseball's
fucking
not
knows?
my sport, guys. Clearly.
that's okay.
Sure.
Clearly.
Clearly.
But on the other hand, there are statistics, and what statistics don't really mean anything. If any
it's playoffs.
given day, and it's playoffs.
Anything happens in the playoffs.
But here's one that doesn't bode well. Is they're not great, although they just made it. I think they're the first team to clinch this season.
They last night by losing, so they lost.
Yeah, they lost,
and they
and
still
then the
clinched.
Cardinals lost, so they clinched.
Yeah,
So not of their own volition.
not of their own volition.
Basically, I don't know
Another
if they won
team,
today
another
or not.
team beat the Cardinals, but that also shows how much ahead of everybody else they
Yes.
are. They have the best. They're going to have won 104 games.
They're like
105
17
games.
or 18 games ahead of the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're just
And the
killing
Cardinals are
everybody.
in second.
Yeah.
But what the statistic is they're not great against teams above 500. So that means they're not good against good teams. And those are the only kinds of teams they're going to face in the postseason. So that could
So you're not good at your sport.
be bad.
You're not good.
Which is what that means.
Shitty.
So shitty.
Yep.
Shitty.
Untalented.
So really the least talented actor in the show are the Cubs.
Anything else? Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add about the show before we move on?
We'll plug it again at the end, but just since we're here, it's at Old Profile Space, which is the creeps that were mentally and physically abusing their actors and shit, and students who got kicked out of their space. It's at the Old Profiles up on Broadway, just like a few blocks north of Wrigley, so it's even like right around Wrigley Town, Wrigleyville.
When is it opening? September 22nd.
September 22nd, runs through November 6th.
Okay.
And it's going to be a full ass run of the show Thursday through Sunday, matinee. Every week, so
Are you ready for it?
I'm pretty close. I need to brush up on lines in the baseball business. You'll remember that fucking shit.
Oh,
That's hard as
dude.
fuck.
I bet you know the Cubs inside and fucking out right now.
No, we didn't update the script.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's stupid.
we can't. They paid the rights.
Oh.
You can't update somebody else's work.
Yeah,
you're
but
paying
they
them to
should
use
fucking.
it.
The guy who wrote the show should give an update
They
every season.
should- well-
Every season he should update the fucking team.
they should
So
do
you
it now,
update
but not every
genders,
season.
But you can't update the players.
Yes, exactly.
Why not every season? After the season.
I would say like now would be a good time because they have Chris Bryant and Rizzo and Arrieta and a lot of great players.
Yeah.
But a lot of seasons aren't like that. Like they did their original script was from the 70s. They didn't update it again until 98 when McGuire and Sosa were chasing that fucking home run record. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
you have to
really?
you have to have a lot of good business to
Real.
in baseball to like really update it.
So
It's a lot of work.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus, it's Joe Montana. He has better things to do than update a fucking
Bleacher
old
Bums.
Bleacher Bums from
Oh,
the
Joe
fucking
Montana
70s.
wrote the script.
He conceived it, and then like Dennis Franz and a bunch of other like local Chicago actors wrote it with him. Yeah.
Well, Zach, very proud of you. Very happy for you.
Definitely.
Everybody here involved with the Zach and Tony show, which is Tony and the guest house, are very, very proud of you.
And I'm sure David Giamichael all the way upstairs is feeling some hint of pride as well.
No, he's
Nick
just watching
Finch
Triple
back
G
on
knock
home.
out Cal Brooks.
Nick Finch back home and
Or he
old
didn't knock him
Virginia.
out.
And Liz
He didn't knock him
Chittister.
out.
Liz is proud of me somewhere.
So, let me just grab my bell here. So, let's get to the other reason why we're having a show. Well, our guest here, Howard Harvey, who, on top of being a very good guy, very jovial, fun, warm human being, and
Talented in a lot of fields.
one of the largest people with such a warm personality to match his actual physical size, Mr. Howard Harvey. It's a sad day for him. He just got laid off at the job where he works with Zach Finch, Future Media
Works.
Concepts.
Used to
work.
work. Used to work.
Used to
Worked
work.
with Zach.
Worked.
Yeah, it's real fucking shitty. It was it's a sad text message I got.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's worse things. Let's get this straight. We all know this. We're all smart human beings, people out there. There are worse things that could happen. It's not as bad as getting a text that said Howard died. Okay, I get that. But losing your fucking job really sucks, especially when you don't have a lot of money. So
it's a fucking pain in the ass, man. Is what it is.
Yes, it's a pain in the ass. And
big blind side.
So I'm. Go ahead, Howard. Give a little shot. You and Zach just both cover this a little bit. We talked about it a bit before we went on, quote unquote, air. But yeah, tell us what happened, and Zach, jump in when you feel like you need to.
We've been talking about it all day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a little background on us.
Yeah.
We work at Future Media Concepts.
The Chicago branch.
We have quite a few branches.
Which does
the country.
I would love to continue to give them shout outs here because we kind of do something that kind of corresponds and correlates with the job is they do digital media training. So they wouldn't teach GarageBand, but we just had a class for Adobe Audition, which is an audio engineering software.
Yeah.
And
Premiere Pro.
Premiere Pro is video, so we use Premiere to edit 1, 2, 3, shit like that. So it would be kind of cool if they were a cool company.
Would we love to shout them out?
Yeah, we'd love to continue to shout them out.
But right now, fuck them.
Exactly.
Fuck them. Yes.
But that's essentially what
the
company does. Yeah.
Okay.
And for the last year, I've been the branch manager, and Howard has been the corporate account manager, which is
sales,
business talk for sales.
Yep, definitely.
Sales.
Accruing clients, things of that nature.
And then what happened today?
Well, we got a call from our director of training, Mr. Tom. We'll leave his last name out.
Yeah.
But he spoke with Zach. Zach had his normal conversation, like always.
Yeah.
And then Zach yelled across the office to me, saying, "Hey, Tom's for you." And me, being the smart person I am, wanted to know what was it about, get in the right state of mind, what am I going to talk about?
That was smart, Howard. That was very smart. I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to be like, just take the call.
Yeah. I mean, he normally calls...
Because he told you before, he told Zach before...
Yeah.
On the phone, before he did it.
Yeah, and then I put him on hold and transferred him to Howard.
What an adult situation. Like, that's like shit. That's just... Like, when you're a kid... And you're like, you have to do that. You have to be in that situation.
Right.
I gotta now hand my phone to my buddy.
Right.
After just getting told.
Right.
So go ahead, Zach. Howard, continue.
Yeah. So normally when Tom calls, it's always something about work. What do we have to do? How's things going? Whatever have you. And then this time around, Zach said it's bad news, and that's the first time I've ever heard that response. So immediately, my heart was in my throat. I was wondering what's going on, what's bad news about, did I mess something up? Because we were doing a lot of new customizations on what we use at work, which we were in charge of, Zach and myself.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, okay, did we fuck something up? And then I asked Zach again, so what is it about?
And I said it. I just said it's just bad, man. Just
bad.
Answer it.
So I took it, and I didn't even get a word on the phone, actually. Tom, our director again.
That's how they do it.
Just basically was said on the phone. He's if you know him, he's a very monotone speaker, and you can kind of hear the lack of backbone.
Yeah, he kind of talks like this, I mean, and he really drags it out. Yeah.
So the conversation went something like, "Hey, yeah. We're kind of on some budget cuts right now. We're gonna have to unfortunately lay off some people, and you're on that list. And it has nothing to do with your performance. It's just something that the company owner, Jeff, decided, and I had nothing to say about it. But yeah, this is effective today." So it wasn't a call that was saying, "Hey, in 2 weeks you're out of a job," which is fine. I can prepare myself, start looking for new work, things of that nature. It was a, "Hey, don't come in on Monday because we decided to let people go."
They easily could have, in this situation with this type of company, they easily could have given you 2 weeks and to let you prepare, because it's not like you have information that you could go to a competing company and steal from them with. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because back when I used to work for DTZ, they would always done it on a Friday. By the way, if there's ever bad news, if there's ever bad news for you specifically on a Friday, right?
Most companies
get a little worried.
Right.
Right? And then a bigger company like a DTZ will say security will come and they're going to escort you out.
Yep.
Even if you're not a fucking wild maniac.
So then
Even if you are a good guy.
to settle down, you don't have to worry about there's work the next day that
Right.
you want to show up.
Well, exactly. It's just so they don't have to deal with you. It's like, it's like, and it happens like at the end of the day.
Yep.
And,
I know. I was surprised that they did it so early.
So early in the morning, actually. This was around, 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around 10:30.
Yeah.
And the shitty part about it, not only was yesterday our payday, but it was actually coming up upon my renewal of my contract. Mm-hmm. So I essentially started in my position the first week of September 2015. So as this week was going by, it was kind of like, hey, I haven't heard anything from Tom about this, renewing this contract, what's going on. But in the front of my mind, not in the back of my mind, I know Tom and how he drags on things. So I was like, okay, maybe he just hasn't gotten around to it. We were asking him for some information to do our jobs, and he was just stalling on it for so long. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just Tom. And then, lo and behold, today, out of the blue, said phone call arrives.
Sure.
So it was kind of like it was a big shock, not like a big shock. It was a big shock.
It was a big shock.
Especially knowing all the shit we've done, especially the Chicago branch for all of the other branches kinds of things.
Yeah, the Chicago branch, since a few people have left the company and Howard and I kind of took that branch over, and people at the other branches kind of left and they brought in new people. We kind of have been the people that our bosses send the minions to for advice, for training, for shit like that. Mm-hmm. And it's me and Howard. It's not just me. It's both of us. Yeah. And Howard, and I've said this 18 times today, you're probably the most skilled and talented person on our level of employment at Future Media Concepts.
Yeah, and this is why it is surprising. Because whenever there's a problem, it's Howard that fixes it.
Exactly.
How many people were let go? So upstairs, you told me, just a little catch up here, that the reason why there was cutbacks and that people
according to Tom,
mm-hmm. and that people were laid off according to Tom. Mm-hmm. Good point. Is that they want to bring in a marketing team to help promote and market the company. Obviously, that's what Zach and Howard were told. But how many people were laid off in this process?
Total of three.
Mm-hmm. And the people that were laid off were any of them deserving in your mind? And some of the people that stayed, some people that you might have assumed would have been laid off. So were there any of those?
Before we even answer that question, let's go back to what Tom allegedly said too. About the things that were why people got laid off.
Yeah.
According to him as well, it was due to longevity within the company.
Okay, that's seniority. Right. That's right. You said that. Yeah.
Right. So they made their decisions based on who's newest and not performance, which is kind of the opposite of how I would think any decision like that should be made.
100%.
Right. So according to Tom, it was based on longevity with the company, seniority, whatever you want to call it. And the two other people that got laid off, one of which was in my position, but in a different branch, was actually with the company one of the longest people, if I'm right, Zach?
Yeah, she's probably aside from Anish, who's been with the company since fucking the 90s or whatever the fuck. She started shortly after I started in that same position, and she still works it today. Or
basically
until today.
Up until today.
Basically, that's bullshit. So basically, the reason why they let these three people go is basically they kept the people that were their closer friends, right? Yeah. So within those positions of letting people go, they kept the people that were closer to.
And I think you're jumping the gun a little bit because we haven't mentioned the third person, which kind of ties into what you're.
And who is the third person?
Pulling on that thread there. Let's say this person's name is Marvin, which is actually he's in Zach's position, but in our Boston branch.
Okay.
So he's their Zach, and he has someone named Philip, which is their Howard, essentially. And their Howard also is pretty new to the company.
Okay.
He technically started in the corporate account manager position, I think, in May of last year, which was just a few months before Howard started.
Okay.
Which technically in my position would be before me, but again, I was with the company before that.
Yeah, working as an intern and
then I was a freelance graphic
designer
designer for them up until I took the position for the corporate account manager. So Boston's Zach Marvin is quite a young guy, younger than me and Zach, and the Howard in that position is quite an older gentleman.
Yeah, he's probably like a 61 or 2, I would say.
Yeah,
big presence, domineering looking kind of guy, and
tall, a little taller than me. Looks like everyone's drunk uncle.
He's slightly taller than me, and I'm taller than Zach.
Yeah.
So,
but is he a fit stud like you two, or is he a fat chooch?
He's pretty.
Yeah, for an old man.
For his age, he's pretty fit.
For an old man.
Never fuck this cunt.
He's pretty fit. But the reason why I brought him up is because we actually were in Vegas.
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah.
So we had our little retreat, which was a precursor to
the
NAB conference, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And at the precursor, which is our, what would you call it? Our retreat, the company retreat.
Yeah.
He became very close with Tom.
I would say this isn't fact at all, but I would say almost to the point of them two sharing hookers even.
Oh.
Or at least like going out for hookers or strippers or something, because
this guy also talks a lot about hookers.
He talked non-stop about hookers.
So just to recap, the guy that's in Howard position is the old big douchebag.
Yes.
And the young kid is in Zach's position. And Zach is... There is no boss in this office. It doesn't feel that way, but it is the higher position. It is the management position.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Continue. Yep. Just want to reclass that for the audience.
No, sure. That's totally right. And over this, as Zach mentioned, he became really close with Tom.
Yeah.
Our director of training, which is essentially the boss over all of the employees, the managers.
The guy who oversees the operations of the branches.
Exactly. Besides the owner of the company, he's the next person you would go to in the chain of command. So he became very close with this guy, and according to Marvin, who was laid off, Marvin constantly told me that Philip didn't approve that he had a younger boss than him. And by younger, not half his age, but a quarter of his age or less. And he didn't want to abide by his rules, didn't take him seriously. And if we're going by the grapevine here, because again, we don't have any facts on this, it's just what we've been told.
Nothing that we have is facts. Right down to the reason that people were laid off. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously you can't trust anything they say because it was supposedly based on longevity.
100%.
So, because Philip didn't like this, he was constantly bitching at Marvin, not listening to Marvin. I heard about this constantly. And we speculate that due to his closeness with Tom, his friendship, whatever, he was spared the axe. Now, it could be also because he's an old fart, or it could be because he's friends with Tom. It could be a combination of both. Who knows?
Now, another old fart was saved, essentially, in Philadelphia. He's
but they axed the kid. They axed the young kid.
They axed
two
kids.
In this last story that we were just talking about here, they axed the young kid who was the guy's boss.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm. But here's the funny part, which we didn't even mention. Another thing that they were saying, why they had cuts, they were trying to consolidate sales, quote unquote sales. So
as in the sales department.
Team.
Yeah.
So every sales person is called a corporate account manager. Marvin is not a corporate account manager. He never handled sales. He was never on the sales team. But somehow Philip, the sales representative for Boston, stayed, and the actual manager of the branch was axed.
How much do you get paid, Zach? Do you mind me asking?
No, $32,500.
Okay, so this old fart is after $32,500. That's what he's after?
Boston might get a little more because of the living expenses. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, but I mean, you know, who knows? I mean, I don't know. This old fart in Boston, he probably had the most to do with Marvin getting the axe instead of him. Rather than because, I mean, you absolutely makes no sense. Across the board, everybody I've talked to from the company has said that. Carmen makes a little sense, who's the third floater in this. She's kind of just got I mean, she just was an unfortunate soul. She took a month off last month. She's a bit older.
It just happened to be the wrong time for her, is what it seems to me.
For her, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she's been there the longest. But
well, continue. And then I'll say what I have a lot to say. But it's all emotion. It's not factual.
And then the Marvin thing definitely seems to be a bit, what do you call that? Collusion. A bit of collusion.
A little bit of office collusion.
Which
company politics.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is not the first instance where we've noticed company collusion.
Yeah,
because I'd like to.
Well, it's always. I mean, every company does it.
That's true.
I mean, I know this is the unfortunate situation. This is an unfortunate situation. It sucks, completely sucks. But the word collusion. I mean, company politics is a better
term for that.
Better term for it, because the word collusion is thrown around maybe way too much, because it's just people knowing people and people sucking the right dicks at the right time, and that happens at every company, even at the Starbucks down the street.
That's true.
Yeah, continue. Sorry.
No, yeah. So company politics, we'll stick with that term.
Yeah.
Collusion.
Shitty. Untalented.
So that's how that feels, huh? But the reason we said company politics, because this isn't the first time that Tom has been the center of an incident that involves someone leaving the company. We actually had a very big one, actually two
in a row,
right, back to back in our Orlando branch. So again, every branch has a Zach and a Howard, a branch manager and a corporate account manager.
Yeah.
And Orlando had a corporate account manager, which is probably in the company the longest.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Carrie.
Aside from Anish, yeah.
Aside from Anish, who started in the deep 90s.
Right.
Carrie was the second most senior person in the company.
Corporate account manager. Yeah.
Now, at what point, I can't say when.
Nice recall.
A little technical snafu there.
Yeah.
But go ahead,
anyway,
Howard.
Go ahead, Howard. It's like it never.
We had a new branch manager for Orlando come on board. Her name is Deidre.
Yep.
An older looking lady, seemingly in her photo, looking regular. Now, within a few months, there starts to be a little bit of a office, what do you call it? Fight,
contention,
argument, hate. Such
Hate,
a strong word, but
almost fear.
Yeah,
almost to the point of fear on Carrie, who was working there for 5, 6, 7, 8 years,
fearing this little old lady. And now, when the first time you hear any kind of problems, you start trying to figure out what the root cause is. You don't want to pick sides. You need to figure out, maybe you were wrong, maybe Carrie was wrong, maybe Deidre was right. Who knows? We can't tell. All in all, it gets down to it. Carrie decides to leave the company after being here for such a long time, which is quite a shock to most people.
After was that? No, that was before. All right, keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So she was the first to leave Orlando, the Orlando branch. So at one point, they had an intern, and they had their intern step up to take the corporate account manager's position. Her name was Jalissa. Right, so this is an office with 3 women in it already.
This company's a shit show.
Already 3 women in this office, one of which has departed to unknown reasons. She knew why, some of us knew why, but it wasn't company-wide.
Yeah, it wasn't publicly known. But I will say what is publicly known and still has yet to be addressed.
It will come up.
Oh, you're going to get there?
Get there. Please
get
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get there. So Carrie departs. The intern has been told to take up Carrie's position as corporate account manager. Now, this is right before the holidays. So she's been there quite a few months, but they're planning to put her officially as a corporate account manager sometime in January or the ending of January, whatever that's going on with the quarters for the company. Now, we go on holiday break and we come back. And by holiday break, I mean a few days.
Right, yeah.
3 days, maybe.
A couple of days off of around Christmas.
Yeah, not looking at our work email, because who does that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Who looks at work when we're not at work? But we get back to the office, brand new 2016, and we find this weirdly titled email in our inbox.
I forgot it was around the holidays.
It was right when we came back. And for one, looking at this email, you kind of want to see who's this addressed to. Like, who was sending this? Who is it going to? It's addressed to everybody. Single employee.
President and founder of the company down to fucking intern
Schmo
email
intern.
addresses. Yeah.
It has received this email. And the subject of this email is
Deidre B.
Deidre Manthe, which is her full name.
Yeah.
A criminal portrait.
No.
Did I get it wrong?
A portrait of.
Oh, a portrait of a criminal piece of shit.
It's like 2020 meets Tosh.0.
Yep, that's a perfect title.
Basically.
Yeah.
Deidre Manthe, a portrait of a criminal piece of shit.
Yep.
This email is about 15 pages long.
Yes. Yeah.
15.
And just lists all of these like prior convictions and prior like arrests records of the links to like.
It has a personal background. The person who sent it used to work with this woman in a previous company. Got him fired.
And it has this HR feud between the two of them at the old company, just like listed.
Wow.
And he lists all
Juicy.
this.
I remember you guys talking about this.
Yeah, he lists all this shit.
So who gets fired from our company? Not the portrait of a criminal piece of shit. Two other perfectly nice women people.
Jalissa. So he skipped ahead. Jalissa ends up getting fired.
The intern.
Who took up the corporate account manager position
because the other one had to quit because she couldn't stand the woman.
Yeah, they were getting arguments every day. She was very combative. After speaking with Deidre, we kind of understood this. You kind of realize that she doesn't let you talk. Mm-hmm. She thinks
she's a real piece of shit.
Yeah,
real
very untalented
piece of shit.
Real untalented.
And basically, this girl quit. So it was up to the point where. The reason why I had brought up Tom before and said it was a center of the office politics was because both of these corporate account managers who ended up quitting were going to Tom saying, hey, look at this woman. She's a total bitch.
Total piece of shit.
A total piece of shit. Shitty, whatever, untalented.
And he took her side.
It's not the fact that he took her side. And I mentioned this when I first said who Tom was. When I first described who Tom was, I said you could hear his backbone, his lack of backbone.
Yeah.
He didn't have one when it came to addressing that situation. So he became very passive, was like, just don't talk to her, just leave her alone.
Don't talk to somebody you gotta work with.
The only person you have to work with. The only other
person. It's 2 people per office.
Yeah. You gotta work with them. What do you mean don't talk to them?
Just talk to me. Ask anyone else in the other branches, which is why we knew so much.
Which is why us being the fucking most responsible branch, somehow, us Jalissa two idiots.
Also, hold on. Yes, you two are dear friends of mine, and you are both very hard workers. But yes, how the fuck are you guys the most responsible branch in the entire... This is not a tiny company. I mean, not big on a corporation, and it's not huge in that sense.
But they're not small either.
But they're not small either.
They're still 7-digit profits.
Correct. But it's like, what in the world? What a shit show! Like there's no one in this. It just makes it feel like there's nobody in this company that's like my dad, or like
there's one person,
an actual businessman.
There's one person, but he runs events and events only, and he's a co-founder.
Is he a good guy?
Oh,
yeah, he's a good guy.
Yes, he's a great guy actually.
Yeah,
that sucks.
He's a great guy, and
so we just work under the wrong person.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, continue. Yeah. So you bring this up at the backbone with Tom here, and
Mr. Backless Tom.
Yeah, Backless
has been hearing about this for months. And we're hearing this third person from the person who got fired, Jalissa, as this is going on. They're both confiding in Carrie, confiding in Zach when she was there, Jalissa confiding in me when she took Carrie's position. Now we're just hearing every day. It's like, oh my god, we had a new argument. Oh my god, she stormed off. They're slamming doors. It's like a giant children's playhouse in Orlando.
It's like it's 2 13 and 16-year-old girls living at home with their parents.
So, do you believe any of this is related? Are you just telling the story, which I enjoy this story, because is it related to these current layoffs? You believe in any way, Or is it just describing that Tom is
how spineless
Tom
in
is
terms of standing up for quality people.
Right. Yes. Okay. Very good point.
So
very good point.
That's a perfect example of how this company ends up letting go of the people that are more valuable. There's no stock in the people that they.
Also, you guys are getting paid peanuts.
Exactly.
So
would you like to say what Tom's quote was? The first day that, around the first weeks that I actually started taking up the sales position.
And that wasn't even you. This is a quote that's been passed down.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
So it wasn't about you at all, but essentially a famous Tom quote about the corporate account manager position. He goes,
"I suck a lot of dick.
For $30K a year, you're not going to get quality." This is what he says.
Is what he says
about
which is
the
how
corporate
he handles,
account manager.
Essentially, he handles it like.
So essentially,
they're not quality anyway.
So he essentially wants to keep it a revolving door.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's, I don't know if that's him or Jeff or what, because it's so hard to tell at this point who's making these shiesty decisions.
But of course, according to Tom,
it's gonna be Jeff.
He has no way of making these decisions or saying anything. They were made without him.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Can I have the platform for a moment?
Go for it.
Away.
Okay, Howard.
Yes, sir.
What do you do? What is your background outside of the future media concepts? What'd you go to school for?
Quite a diverse background, actually. Okay, so I went to school for graphic design and computer engineering.
Yeah.
I went to Boston University.
Uh-huh.
And I moved here in 2010.
Uh-huh.
When I first moved here, I was working as a project manager for a construction company.
Yeah.
So I have that under my belt as well.
Uh-huh.
So between project management, the graphic and web design, the computers, which was, let's say, IT, programming, anything of that nature. And then lastly, any kind of digital artistry, fine arts, we're all in the same field. Right.
Yeah. So would you say that's your passion? Like, what do you want to be doing?
Yeah, definitely. I want to stay in the arts fields.
Okay.
Graphic, web design, programming here and there, but definitely not sales.
Okay.
Sure. The reason I was okay with doing sales was because it was for a company that was involved in the art world, the digital media world.
Same here.
Where you get to meet all the professionals, you get to network.
Yeah.
You have what we tell our interns, you have all of the tools necessary to make yourself better.
Right.
That's essentially what we're telling ourselves.
Telling yourself that too.
Like, we have all of the necessary tools here.
But
we're not going to stay here, but I can learn it. We have the books.
Yeah.
We have the equipment. Whatever it is.
What are your hobbies? What do you like to do in life?
What I like to do in life.
Like, what do you do when you come home?
Live.
He
drink.
He ride motorcycles.
You ride motorcycles?
That's true. Look at that. I do ride motorcycles.
Yeah. What else you do? Come on, you work out?
Yeah, hit the gym every now and again. Try and not get fat.
Yeah.
I actually just ran my second obstacle race.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. This one was the Rugged Maniac.
Yeah.
The first one was the Warrior Dash.
Yeah. Which
is essentially a 5K or 3.1 miles of running mixed in with jumping over stuff, lifting stuff, climbing under stuff, trenches, mud, any kind of... A CrossFit fanatic would love it, essentially.
Why do you do that stuff? You like to challenge yourself?
I got forced to.
You got forced to?
The first one, with saying all of this, go to the gym, he's active.
He goes to the gym.
He would love to do this kinds of stuff.
He's very active.
But the first one, actually, a friend of mine was on Groupon and saw this and was like, hey guys, our group of 5 people. He was like, hey, we're doing this. And he bought it and he was like, you guys have to do it with us. His girlfriend bought it. Her best friend bought it. And it just trickled down to me. Now, background on me, I used to do a lot of sports. Played a lot of basketball, football, wrestling, things of that nature. And being at that time the young person that I was and thinking you're indestructible, tended to do very unhealthy things.
Yeah.
Playing basketball for 10 hours a day and then eating one meal, not good.
Yeah.
Spraining your ankle, then going back to the court the next day, not good.
Yeah.
So when I first moved here, I actually I got a serious injury. I tore the meniscus in my right knee playing basketball, which limited my movement a lot, where not only did I gain a lot of weight, but I couldn't really run that well. had walked with like a weird limp at times, whatever. And I was like, hey, you know what? It's been 5 years since that incident, or 6 years now. Let's do this warrior dash. It should be fine. I go to the gym. I do what I have to do. I lift weights. And I ran that thing, and for one, the warrior dash is awful.
Yeah.
It's completely awful. There wasn't as many obstacles. It was just a lot of running.
Yeah.
But it was located on a farm in the middle of East Guam, Illinois. And
East Guam, Illinois. The fuck?
Already it sounds awful.
Look it up on a map. It's there. But this course had tons of hills and
So it's hard.
uneven. Yeah. So I ended up like, it was awful for me where my old injury started acting up.
Yeah.
So I did this next one. I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to do it right, train for it,
Right.
be at the gym. I was in Europe for about 2 weeks.
Yep.
From the end of June to the beginning of July.
Backpacking around.
Yeah, backpack. That was fun. We'll
Smashing that puss.
talk about that later. We'll talk about that later too. And then I came back and I was like, I got to do this and just trained for it.
Yeah.
And I did it, completed it, loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it a lot. I felt strong at the end, made it all the way through and stuff. So that's one of the many things. Fitness I like, motorcycles I like, design, art,
Yeah.
computer stuff.
And
Yeah, you're
and me
tech-head.
and as far as personality goes, and I'll speak on this because it's harder for you two. Very good, very kind, easy to talk to,
Yeah. Easy to get along with.
easy to get along with, humble when
Yeah.
he's not joking.
Yep. Yep.
When he's not joking, he's an arrogant to be like any of us. But yeah, very humble, very good, honorable guy.
Appreciate that.
So, how do you feel right now? You losing the job. What's your main emotions?
At
What
11 a.m.
emotions?
today, 30 minutes after we got that phone call, it was kind of like, wow. Because you're blindsided.
Right.
You're not given any notice. You're shocked. You're like, what the hell?
Especially you, and in this case, because our branch was doing better than, or not better than any other branch, but we've
We're
been
the
maintaining.
most consistent.
We were the most consistent. Every other branch had been sucking ass all year long.
Spiky, then it goes down.
Yeah.
So we're consistent. We do what we have to do,
Yeah.
even though you visited us. It may look like we fuck around, but we actually do
doing
what
work.
we
Well,
we do
also,
what we need to do.
I kind of make you guys fuck around.
Right, when you're in there,
Yeah.
the fuck around goes up.
Fuck around goes up.
But we're definitely doing what we need to do.
Right.
Even if it's not, we touched on this before, if it's not sales related, we're doing something to fix what they've asked for.
Right.
Extra job duties between programming, training someone,
Sure.
or answering our live chat, which is like a
You've
messenger.
probably used it on a website. You know that
Yeah.
shit that pops up. It's like, can I help you
we-
on
can
a
I help
website?
you?
We have one
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah, we-
Hey, all right, here we're back. Sorry again, technical glitch number 2. Anyway, we're talking about live chat and shit.
Yep.
And,
how we
we're the
have one.
guys, and we're the guys who handle it.
We have one, yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
between-
admin it.
It was just another duty we had to do. Mm-hmm. So originally your question was, how did I feel? How am I feeling now? Which is kind of like a 2-part thing. 11 a.m. I was shocked, kind of blindsided, didn't know what the hell, why, kind of doubtful of myself. You know, anything happens like that, you kind of start second guessing what you did wrong,
Right.
things of that nature. And then after I sent out my email to Jeff, our owner, just saying, hey, this is what you just lost out on, and talking to a few people in the company, it really dawned on me that this was just more so a blessing in disguise.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I even texted my mom and my dad. My dad was like, I told Zach this, but my dad said, why are you distraught?
Yeah.
This is a good thing.
This is
You
what I
don't
was
want
gonna
to
say
stay
to you.
anywhere for 2 years.
This is what I was gonna say to you.
Yeah.
Well, do you mind me asking how much you were getting paid, or do you want to keep that private?
No. It was
How much were you getting paid?
30.
Okay, great.
You're not going to get quality for that.
You're not going to get quality for that. So, how long did you see yourself wanting to be there?
Not very long, honestly, but
What is your dream job?
dream job, working for myself.
Working for yourself.
I don't.
don't-
Zach probably notices this. I don't. Not that I don't like following orders. I'm fine
Sure.
following orders, but I have a lot of things where I can lead my own way,
Sure.
solve my own problems, kinds of thing like that.
Me and Zach, that's our dream to work for ourselves. Either whether it's for A Man Called Noon or one of
That
Zach's
should be
bands,
everyone's
or the Zach and Tony
dream
Show
job.
podcast, or the 1-2-3, or making our TV show and writing. That's my dream
I
job.
mean, I
But-
used to work for myself too before.
yeah.
Back in Boston, I had my own IT repair company,
yeah.
like that. When I came here, I started doing freelance, which is why
Right.
they let me do freelance with FMC.
Yeah.
So I had that going. So it's understandable, but
Right.
you know,
Sometimes change, and your dad's a wise man. Sometimes change needs to be forced upon you.
yeah.
Even when you
Even
know
when you least expect it or don't want it
Yeah,
to, you're getting
exactly.
comfortable. Just go with it.
Yeah, and it's at my worst moments. My worst moments have brought about my biggest growth in my life. Yeah. And the worse the moments, it seems, the more the growth. Even when I can't see it, even when I have to look back on it. Yeah. My divorce has been the best thing that's ever happened to me, and it was the worst thing that ever happened to me.
I can imagine. Couldn't imagine actually.
Yeah. Besides, my grandmother dying, which was really horrible because that was a shock. But it was the worst thing that ever happened to me because I have, my pride. It really hurt my pride. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel like a man. So I'm looking at somebody who's incredibly talented, who is somebody that I admire, and it was disgusting that you were getting paid $30,000. You're worth way more than that.
This is why I work 2 jobs.
You're working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
You're worth more than 2 jobs. You're worth one. You're worth your dream and a job that's going to pay you $60,000 or more a year, my man. And so is Zach Finch over here. And if you guys continue to stay in the corporate world and the business world, anybody out there would be happy as fuck to hire you, even if it's not in your current field. That just a guy like you would be amazing to work with on a day-to-day basis.
Appreciate that.
So in many businesses out there, yeah.
So if you guys are listening, my name is Howard Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of skills.
Look him up on LinkedIn.
You can reach
You
me
joke.
at hharvey1@hotmail.com.
You joke, but there are few people besides people who might be intimidated by you because you are that powerful and strong. But as a person, you joke. But anybody that meets you and shakes your hand, I would be shocked if they didn't have a position. If they have no open position and they didn't give it to you, like, I would be shocked.
Also, I mean, shit comes at you in weird places. So, like, saying that as a joke, it is funny. But also, who knows? Maybe one of the 25 people that listen to this fucking podcast.
Hey, Zach, 25 to 35.
24,
right? 25 to
sitting
35.
right here.
Oh, yeah. One of our audiences, he's not going to listen to his own.
He might. I would listen to my own.
I would listen to my own.
I'd be like,
I already do. I listen to all of them.
I don't listen to any of them.
Really?
I don't. No.
Do you not like your own voice?
I just don't like. For me, I mean, it's not weird that Zach listens to it. I don't think it's weird.
I've started picking and choosing spots though.
Yeah, but just for me, it's the moment. It's not what happens afterward. I mean, I don't need to. I was there.
You lived it. Yeah.
I lived it. I was there. Now, and that's what was fun.
No point hearing the perfected version of it.
Right. I mean,
After all the edits and
Yeah.
it's like, this isn't
The real
edited, guys. Just
streamline.
kidding.
Just
This
kidding.
is all live.
I might edit out those technical snafus.
All live, guys.
We're all very live. So what I'm going to do, just so we can get the drinking started here, we have a 1, 2, 3 to shoot after this. With our good friend Howard Harvey, it's going to be way more lighthearted. I'm going to ask you silly fucking questions.
Love it.
And we're going to drink a beer.
Questions.
Then we're going to grab the giant eye tie upstairs, and we're going to all go out drinking at Lachette's.
Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. And maybe you got 20 more minutes of explaining it to my dad. But then after that,
we just play the podcast.
Yeah, we're just playing the podcast to him. Yeah, we're just going to have a good time the rest of the night. Zach, do you mind me calling it, the audio portion?
No, this is good. This
Okay.
is a good place to stop. I'm glad that the only real question that I had for you already asked was like, what is your dream job and what do you want to do like now? Yeah. What do you want to do next? And so,
yeah.
But I'd like to say before you guys close out, thank you.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart for having me on here.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely.
I've listened to every one of you guys. Zach knows this. I play them all the time.
Yeah.
I've supported his show as well.
Yeah.
Constantly.
I've come and watched you play.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm all about supporting. each other, especially in the arts field where we're losing support.
Not lying, he's a good guy. He's a very good guy.
It's so difficult to get someone to be genuinely like supportive of you.
Totally.
So I really thank you guys for having me on.
Well, it's a shame that you had to be on it, and you're absolutely welcome. But thank you for being on. We had planned to have you on anyways. We had talked about it several times, but it's a shame that it had to be. It had to be like this because
gives us something to talk about.
True.
On top of having people on that are actual guests that we don't know, my more enjoyable podcasts are when we have a friend on.
Yeah.
And we can just have a conversation and shoot the shit, and because I feel if this is ever successful, this little endeavor, I feel it's going to be because people enjoy our personalities, not our interviewing skills. They will improve. Our interviewing skills will improve, but it'll because they like Zach. And most people, when you meet Zach, they like him.
Yeah, he's a really lovable guy.
And they like me. And maybe about half the people, when they meet me, they like me.
And then it's the other half of me. I'm a big black guy, so we'll leave it at that.
Giant black man in the studio, in Mom's studio today.
Black guy.
Studio.
You're only 6'3"?
I am.
You look taller than 6'3".
Well, it's just my presence, man.
Yeah, there you go. Powerful.
Or were you looking under the belt? That's what you were looking at.
Dude, the underbelt is if the underbelt is 6'3", you need to have a surgery, a reduction.
I just read an article about that.
You need to stop wrapping that around your waist.
Hanging weights
you
from
didn't notice my leg looked weird?
So, yeah. But, okay, well, let's promote what we need to promote. Call it and start filming 1, 2, 3, the new episode of One Man, 2 Beers, 3 Questions.
You want me to go first?
Go. We'll save you for last because you got the biggest one.
Let's go Howard first. Howard, where can they find you on the internet? Where's your internet presence?
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I don't have Twitter.
Howard Harvey.
Facebook's /HHarvey1. On Instagram, I'm Howie So Fly.
Howie So Fly. Perhaps my favorite Instagram name.
That is my new favorite one, too.
Yeah,
Howie _so_fly. You can find me on there. I just post random stuff. I post my dog. I have a husky.
He's got a pretty dog.
Find her on there. Some fitness stuff when I feel like it. And that's really it. You can find me. You can email me if you want to reach me. hharvey1@hotmail.com.
Yeah, you're not going to get any dick pics because of this. No.
Not a single one.
Maybe a couple from Tony and Zach. But that's just about it.
I enjoy those too. But if you need any graphic design or web design needs, IT needs, shoot me an email. And I'd love to help you out.
He's good at it. He helped me make our Doug Loves Movies posters.
Yeah. Or and also, actually, even if it's not for graphic design and you got it and you got a job and you pay the man fucking money instead of this chump change over at this fucking douche of a company, I can say whatever I want. I don't work for it. Sorry, Zach.
No, that's all right.
Or
no one's gonna. I don't think they're gonna listen. Frank. Maybe.
Yeah. Also,
I might show it to a couple people.
Yeah. Dude, company. I was getting paid a lot more.
Doing your
administrative
admin work,
as an admin,
secretary.
Yeah. All right. So, bro, you need to.
When you wear a dress at work.
Yeah, I wear several dresses. Oh, yeah, man, stockings.
They make
lingerie.
you wear a dress.
You took it there. You took it there with the lingerie.
Yeah, I want to make people happy. I want to make people happy. Okay, so for me to promote, not much. Man Called Noon, we're constantly promoting stuff. We're constantly playing shows. We're probably playing a festival at House of Blues on October 7th.
I'll be there.
And thank you, Howard. And, we're constantly doing stuff. We're constantly putting stuff out. We're writing new songs. We got a new EP coming out. We're two new EPs we'll be recording in the summer, but that's later on. But until then, go to mancallednoon.com to get all your Man Called Noon needs. Go to our Facebook page and go to our Twitter feed and our Instagram account for cool pictures and all the updates that you need. Zach.
Watch the 1, 2, 3s over there at the Man Called Noon YouTube and stuff.
Is that your Bleacher Bums voice?
That's pretty close.
That's pretty horrible, man. You gotta work on that.
I only have a week.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
And the other thing I want to promote there is the Bleacher Bumps.
Yeah.
Coming out September 22nd.
September 22nd through November 6th.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Open Space Theater presents at the Pride Arts House, formerly Profiles Theater.
Yeah.
Go Cubs, go. And don't work too hard.
But don't stop. Well, I can always forget this is our closing. You always look at me and go, but don't work too hard. I'm like, yeah, don't work too hard.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Don't work too hard. Yeah. So let's do it again.
Joe, one more time. This is for Howard. Don't work too hard.
But don't stop working.
You're up to go out tonight. I'm down if you are too. You're carrying all the hate. I'm carrying a grudge I got to lose. On a walk to get to the ride. You're all screams in the night. But nothing is a return. Just the echo and what it learned. Oh, come on, let's just dance tonight. Because everyone is lonely in the modern light. Well, oh, come on, let's just dance tonight. Because everyone is lonely in the modern light. Into the car on the street, corner is where the rest of us meet. Hindsight is 20/20, but you're always mad dog when you're out of money. Before we get to the door, I long drag a smoke that I roll. Because outside the club, everyone's cool and it's quietly smug. Oh, come on, let's just dance tonight. Because everyone is lonely in the morning light. Well, oh, come on, let's just dance tonight. Because everyone is lonely in the morning light. Oh, fight, fight, fight. Oh, life's just life. I'm moving into the night, keeping out of all that light. Oh, the change of the rhythm, oh, the steps to my freedom, all the doubt that we face, all the will of our mistakes. That's the dark side of dawn. Sometimes letting go is holding on. Oh, come on.